Hi, welcome to On This Day in Tudor History with me, Claire Ridgway, author of several Tudor history books. Now, today I'm taking you back to the reign of King Henry VIII, but something that happened in Scotland rather than in England. On this day in Tudor history, the 23rd of July 1543, or the 24th according to some sources, Marie de Guise, or Mary of Guise, and her baby daughter, Mary, Queen of Scots, escaped from Linlithgow Palace where they were being watched and were subsequently taken to Stirling Castle. They were helped by Cardinal Beaton. Now, why did the Queen and her mother have to escape? What on earth was going on in Scotland? Well, let me tell you a bit more. Marie's husband, King James V of Scotland, had died on the 14th of December 1542, leaving the Scottish throne to his 6-day-old daughter Mary, who became Mary, Queen of Scots. Due to Mary's tender age, a regent was necessary, and 2 men vied for this position. Protestant James Hamilton, 2nd Earl of Arran, who was next in line to the throne after Mary, and Catholic Cardinal David Beaton, who was Archbishop of St Andrews, and claimed that James had appointed him regent in his will, which was unfortunately for him viewed as a forgery. Arran won and was appointed Governor and Protector of Scotland, while Beaton was arrested, accused of inviting France to invade Scotland, and put under house arrest at his home in St Andrews. In the summer of 1543, Arran negotiated an alliance with King Henry VIII of England, which included the marriage of Henry's young son, Prince Edward, the future King Edward VI, to Mary, Queen of Scots. The Treaty of Greenwich was signed on the 1st of July 1543, and it was decided that Mary would move to England at the age of 10 to marry Edward. The treaty, which would see the union of the thrones of England and Scotland, was greeted with resistance by those in Scotland who favoured the old alliance, i.e. Scotland's relationship with France. Beaton was able to take advantage of this, and on the 20th of July 1543, he and his supporters signed a bond, the Secret Bond or Secret Band, agreeing to resist the terms of the treaty and to protect the young Queen from England's plans. On the 23rd of July 1543, Beaton and his armed supporters mustered at Linlithgow, where Mary and her mother were residing, and it was agreed that Mary and Marie would be moved to Stirling Castle. On the 27th of July 1543, mother and daughter were escorted by an armed guard of 3,500 men to Stirling, and Mary was crowned there on the 9th of September 1543. In that December, the Scottish Parliament annulled the Treaty of Greenwich and renewed the country's old alliance with France. This led to the Rough Wooing, a war between Scotland and England, which sought to force a marriage between Mary and Edward and to weaken Scotland. The war was eventually brought to an end in 1550 by the Treaty of Boulogne. Mary, of course, didn't marry Edward. Instead, in 1558, she married the Dauphin of France, Francis, son and heir of King Henry II of France. Francis became King of France and Mary his Queen Consort in 1559, following the death of Henry II. But Francis sadly died in December 1560, and Mary returned to Scotland in August 1561. But what of Cardinal Beaton, the man who'd helped Mary and Marie? Well, the Cardinal was murdered at his home at the Castle of St Andrews on the 29th of May 1546 by a group of lairds from Fife, whose grievances against Beaton included the recent execution of Protestant preacher George Wishart. Mary herself came to a sticky end, of course, when she was executed in February 1587 after being implicated in plots against the English Queen, Queen Elizabeth I. Also on this day in Tudor history, the 23rd of July 1596, Henry Carey, 1st Baron Hunsdon, Privy Councillor and Lord Chamberlain, died at Somerset House in London. Hunsdon was the son of Mary Boleyn, the nephew of the late Queen Anne Boleyn, and cousin and favourite of Queen Elizabeth I. And you can find out more about him in last year's video, which I'll give you a link to. You can subscribe to the channel by clicking round about there. You can hit the bell to be notified as these videos go live, and you can give me a like and leave me a comment. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye bye.